Well, just ahead on First Look Asia this morning, it's that time of the year where gifts are being bought and wrapped. We get some tips on how to reduce packaging waste ahead of the festive season.
Welcome back to First Look Asia on this Wednesday morning. Some call it the most wonderful time of the year, but before Christmas rolls around, we're at a time of the year where gifts are being mailed across the world.
That's right, and if you've ever sent something fragile, it's highly likely that bubble wrap was used to protect it. Well, this familiar packaging material is getting a facelift. We have some
boxes. We'll tell
gifts
you what's
here
in
for
there
us.
In a short while.
We're going to have a look at the packaging too, but right now we're going to go behind the scenes to see what's popping.
This protective packaging material was invented 60 years ago, but today, the bubble wrap is popular beyond its intended purpose. To many, popping these air bubbles is synonymous with fun or even stress relief.
Almost 1 million square meters of bubble wrap is produced at this factory each month. American company Sealed Air opened its Singapore manufacturing plant over 30 years ago. And for the first time, it's opened its doors to us for an exclusive behind-the-scenes look. The process begins with this mixture of virgin and recycled synthetic resins.
Once the resins are all blended, they will use an autoloader to be channeled out into the main hopper that you see on top there. And once the hopper is filled, it will be channeled down into the extruder ready to be melted.
We move on to see where the melting down process takes place.
Under high pressure and temperature, it melts the resin into a liquid state. And the liquid state in return will go into a die where it produces the film. And the film will be then vacuum sucked into an embosser or a cylinder that you see here to conform to the shape of the bubble. The second layer of film will then drop down to be laminated to totally vacuum seal and form the finished product, the bubble wrap.
But after 6 decades, the company that created the bubble wrap is giving it a facelift. From heart shapes to dog bones and even customized words. They say this new range is in response to the rise of e-commerce and consumer expectations for the wow factor in their deliveries. It's also a bid to develop more environmentally sustainable alternatives. The sturdy nylon-based material is designed to be reused, but is no longer poppable.
And bubble wrap that's no longer poppable. I wonder what our viewers will think of that.
I'm a little bit sad, but I do like the look of the heart-shaped bubble wrap and the one that says thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
So cute, so innovative. Well, this is a move to be more environmentally friendly. So on that note, let's turn to our guest in studio here to discuss the advances in sustainable packaging and how we can play our part this festive season. Our Ong Lai Huat, the second deputy chairman at Singapore Packaging Agreement, as well as Pasi Pesonen, the vice president of product care at Asia Pacific at Sealed Air. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Lai Huat, so it seems like packaging, it makes up 1/3 of Singapore's domestic waste and it spikes during, well, this time of year. Any tips on how we can be more friendly to the environment?
Well, I think the consumer can choose less packaging material product, bring their own bag when shopping, yeah, and bring your own reusable container when taking away food.
Right.
Right. Buy when it's necessary. And I think it's important is also reuse the packaging material wherever possible.
Yes.
And then recycle it is no longer needed. Yeah. And lastly, not the least, provide feedback to the manufacturer or retailer if encounter any excessive packaging material.
Excessive packing material, okay.
Yeah, Pasi, tell us about how you're making bubble wrap more sustainable.
Well, that's an excellent question. So our company started from bubble wrap 60 years ago, and it has developed a lot after that. The sustainability factor comes in 2 key points. One is that it's a big thing that we inflate only in the place where we are packaging. So not having full lorries with inflated products. So we can reduce from 36 lorries to 1 lorry with this technology. Wow. So that is sustainable if you think about it in that way. And the other key factor is that the unpoppable bubble makes it very safe to distribute. So the products will go undamaged to their end destination. So you avoid shipping back and forth the products, and you can reuse them. So it's a huge sustainability story.
Wow.
Okay, now you brought us two boxes.
I'm really intrigued.
I'm keen to find out what's in the box, so I'm gonna.
Yeah,
you gonna grab that one?
Please open.
Can you manage?
Yes.
Okay.
That is.
These are
I'm just
Christmas
gonna rip it up,
presents.
yeah.
Yeah, it's your small Christmas gift.
Okay, so what have you done in here? So I'm gonna open this up. Okay, I've obviously got some
Newspapers.
newspapers. So
Okay,
let's
not very
see.
exciting.
It's pretty traditional way of packaging.
Oh yeah, that's how I
That's
package
how
stuff.
I pack my children's
Okay, but there's
presents.
something in here. It looks like it's a bottle of some sort. Maybe not. Oh no, maybe it's glass.
Okay, so
Beautiful.
is this
It's a wine
Safeway
glass. So it's come
newspaper?
through. It's safe. It looks like it's all right. I'm not sure how long this journey it took.
This was
But
a
it looks all right.
pretty short journey, but
Okay.
but did you get the wow effect when you unpacked it?
Not really, not really. But you see,
Perhaps not.
I'm also thinking about the environment, so it's a good thing, you know, because I'm looking at something that I know can be chucked
That can
aside
be
and
also recycled.
It will break down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that can be
exactly.
also
So let's see what's in
Can I
yours.
see what's in mine now? Okay. And hey, look! I get the heart-shaped bubble wrap. What I was talking about. It looks like jelly, you know.
It looks good.
So I got
It
one,
looks fantastic.
two.
And these are not.
Oh.
No, well, you can try it.
Hey, I got my wine glass too.
I can't pop it. My
This is
mom
so
will be
much more
disappointed.
exciting.
And you can reuse that in
Yeah.
your packaging as many times you wish. So
Yeah,
that's
it's a
the
good
beauty
idea.
of it.
But do people actually, can I ask you, do people actually recycle bubble wrap? You know, like what? Do you think this is something that's sustainable? Do you think people will reuse it or people will just throw it out?
I think this is where the encouraging the reuse of the packaging material as much as
Yes.
possible. And in fact, actually, in the recycling in Singapore, there are recycling bin in the public housing. So this bubble wrap itself can be deposited into the recycling bin, and the
Yes.
public collector can collect and send for recycling.
Oh, that's great.
And then we can utilize it in our factories, the raw material making new bubble wrap.
So when something like this is already popped up, can you actually bring it down again, or it just stays this way?
It stays this way.
It just stays this
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
Okay, all
It's
right.
actually a bit of a kind of like a stress ball, you know. You just keep pressing it; it just doesn't pop. That's all.
Yeah, it's a different stress ball than the
Yeah.
original one, but we make both, so you can choose from them.
Well, thank you very much.
Now
Pasi.
let's talk about e-commerce, because obviously that's on the rise. Everyone's going on to the online
The online
markets,
space, yeah.
and they're just buying stuff. So how is e-commerce actually making sure that whatever is sent across from one end of the world to another uses sustainable packaging?
Well, I think this brings back in terms of Singapore Packaging Agreement, in short SPA. This was actually launched 10 years ago.
Right.
It is about decades ago on the waste initiative reduction.
Right.
Yeah. So during the time of 32 organizations come on board to mark the commitment, and to date we have more than 200 signatories on board. So this allowed the industry collaborate with the government on driving reduction packaging material. So this agreement is the volunteer, so as to provide facility, so to the industry to adopt the cost-effective solution to reduce waste. So
Fantastic.
yeah, exactly. So this SPA itself was 10 years ago and
Right.
bring us two main objectives. One, reduce waste from product through the optimizing the production processes and redesigning packaging, and to increase reuse and recycling. And the point two is to raise awareness, consumer education, so that they can purchase less packaging material where they have a direct impact to the success of this program.
Absolutely.
Is there
yeah.
anything else, Pasi, that's being done to make sure that your products become more environmentally sound?
Yes, we have one key principle that everything we bring up to the market needs to be more environmentally friendly than the product which it takes away. So we have a huge variety of different packaging materials, so bubble wrap is one of them with the new versions. But I think coming to the last question, it's also very important to understand that we do our utmost to reduce the size of the pack, so there is huge amount of overpacking in the market. And the second key thing is that you need to reduce the damage,
Yes.
because damage is the best enemy for environment, back and forth shipping. And then the reusage is a third key element, which has a huge impact in e-commerce. And then finally, recycling, if you don't use it anymore. So these are the principles we are following.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. And
we've
thank
been
you for our
speaking-
gifts.
Yeah, with Ong Lai Huat of Singapore Packaging Agreement and Pasi Pesonen of Sealed Air.